Welcome back to another Twin Cap. Today we're going to be reviewing season two, episode three of Twin Peaks, entitled "The Man Behind the Glass." I'm here with Jake. How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm sunburnt, all smithereens. Spent the last 2 days at several beaches around, well, I'm not really quite sure what part of the state, but north of Boston. Really cool few towns, Rockport, Gloucester, Salem, pretty sick. And then we also went to I'm about to go down like a Salem witch trials rabbit hole. Like The Crucible with Daniel Day-Lewis. I've never seen that movie. And there's several other like movies and documentaries, like even The Witch with Anya Taylor-Joy. Never seen it. So
Mm.
I'm about to go down a rabbit hole because we went to the site of one of, and this is relevant to Twin Peaks. I'm getting there, but we went to this to where this one lady who was accused, one of the first people I guess accused, name was Rebecca Nurse. So we went to her house and got to see like what her house was like and where she was when she got the news that she'd been accused of witchcraft and got all this like juicy drama like that was kind of because it really spiraled until like well over 100 people got accused of witchcraft and a lot of people I don't know that any like I don't have the facts memorized but a lot of people obviously got executed anyway. One of the thing that got Rebecca Nurse, um I'm really having like a full autism like rabbit hole moment right now, but I promise it's relevant. Um, One of the things that got it started, like the accusations against Rebecca Nurse, was that this one lady like claimed that she saw an apparition, and when they were saying like who could the apparition be, they listed off a bunch of names, and she was like, when they got to Rebecca Nurse, she was like, oh yeah, yeah, it could have been Rebecca Nurse. So I guess back then we tend to think of like witches as like, oh, they have this potion and then this herb and they have this concoction and then boom, you're cursed. But apparently back then there was this notion that like they could project a spirit of themselves into your room.
Mm.
So it's like I if I was practicing witchcraft, like I could make myself like a kind of like a ghostly evil-ish figure of myself appear in your room from like cities away or whatever. So it just kind of got me thinking like maybe that's what's going on with Bob because we keep
Mm.
seeing him show up in dreams and not even because like what Laura's cousin, what was her name, Maddie, she wasn't
Yeah.
even asleep when she saw Bob. She was just kind of like they just played some music and he just kind of showed up. And he's kind of got this like, is he really there? Is he not really there? Kind of vibe to him, and it got me thinking like, oh, maybe he's just a fucking witch.
Yeah, and you also found the Twin Peaks Blu-ray bundle.
Oh my God, dude. We went to Walmart. I hadn't been to Walmart in quite some time, and I saw that, and I was just like, oh my! It was like I think at Walmart it was like $70 or something like that. But man, did I want that? I still might get it eventually,
I
like my
can't
next
believe that
paycheck.
was at Walmart. I didn't even know that. I didn't ask you what store. I thought you were just like at some random little
Yeah.
thrift store or something. That's crazy.
And the special features were insane. It had like 20 plus hours of just like special features with the cast. A lot of
That's
it
why I'm
was
gonna get
with,
it.
I mean, it had, dude, a lot of it was Kyle MacLachlan and Lee, was it Sheila Lee, the lady who plays
Oh yeah.
Laura? Um, so yeah, dude, I'm kind of in love with this show. I'm probably going to wind up buying that box set at some point, just because it's one of those things I want to have it on my shelf, you know?
Yeah, and you would rewatch it. I mean, it's short enough to where you could easily just jump back in and like, it's like you're going to Twin Peaks.
Well, dude, I was literally thinking, I was like, we should, instead of like moving on to a different show when we finish Twin Peaks, let's just start it over.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it going
This is
over.
just gonna become a Twin Peaks channel. That's
Yeah,
it.
no,
Just a Twin Peaks fan club, fan channel. Did you I know you watched this episode a day or two ago. Can you remember most of it? Is it still kind of fresh?
no, just because so much has happened in between now and then.
Hmm.
But let's see, he discovers a piece of paper under their fingernails. There's Harold Smith and agoraphobiac. Isn't this the episode with the one-armed man? He does some more stuff, like he has like shoes and stuff.
Yeah, so off the bat, when it begins, they find a piece of paper under Ronette's fingernail, the woman who's in the hospital. And so it's the letter B, and the Laura had the letter R under her fingernail. And then Teresa Banks, who also died, had the letter T. And I think that's relevant because BRT obviously spells out something. Like it's not just nothing.
Hmm.
But in this episode, a little bit later, Leland talks about how he knows who Bob was because in the last episode, he was like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy. Like I grew up near
Hmm.
him or whatever." And he said his real name is Robertson, and he would always kind of flick matches and say, "You want to play with fire?" But obviously, if you take BRT, those letters are in Robertson, so it's looking like Bob's
I was
kind of a
thinking
big
like,
deal.
are you sure it's not BLT? Get me a BLT sandwich, motherfucker.
I know I keep thinking that. I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. I want a BLT. But yeah,
So
so that
that
was interesting.
it's good that they're keeping that thread. They're not like letting that lie. I was kind of
Mhm.
afraid that they were going to be like, all right, this is some new detail, but it's not going to be relevant until like the end of the season or some shit, you know? Because they're really dragging this Laura thing out. But I guess like I'm here for it. It's just it's glad that it's still keeping the plot moving. You know what I mean? As opposed to just being put on the back burner. Because like a lot of shows, a lot of these like Monster of the Week shows or Case of the Week shows, they'll do something like that where it's like something big and relevant, but then let's go solve this other murder and like let's go solve it. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
I think because this show feels like such a like a monster hybrid of different types of shows, I still have this fear that they're gonna do something like that.
Yeah, and it's like I remember season two when I watched it. The only thing I remembered is that it's definitely my least favorite season, only because it's so long, and I just like other things about season one, three, and the movie a little bit more. But it's still great.
It's
However,
still
there's
great.
just
It's starting to feel like a TV show, isn't it?
it is, yeah, it's starting to feel like a TV show, and there's just so many characters that are introduced. Like it's you feel like you're getting closer to the mystery, but you also feel like you're getting further away from it. You're like,
Yep.
okay, let's get back and focus. Like, why are all these people coming? Because in this one we have obviously a new guy named Harold Smith who's intriguing. He's very nice, but he also seems off. Like he could definitely kill Donna, at any
Hmm.
minute. He's the agoraphobic guy, like you mentioned. He knew Laura from Meals on Wheels, and again, he's very like emotionally intelligent, very caring, and he seems very nice, but I don't trust him.
I don't trust that
I
motherfucker at all, dude.
don't
Do you
trust him
remember?
at all.
Do you remember what happens with him?
No, I can't remember at all. No.
Uh, well, I really like, but I mean, that was like a whole like subplot with the whole James and Maddie thing. But for me, I think the most human part of this episode was when she shows up at Laura's grave and
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
vents her frustrations at the world and at Laura herself. I was like, not to get too dark and personal, but like I had a family death. I had a suicide in the family when I was like in my teens, and I never like went to their grave to let out my frustrations, but I definitely had those kind of feelings where it's like, you son of a, you know what I mean? Like that kind of feeling. So I can see that Donna, I think Donna is it's very legitimate for Donna to feel like Laura has kind of given her problems to Donna in a way.
Yeah, and it's what I'm so scared for because she's in such an vulnerable state, having seen, Maddie and James, and now, her venting out her frustrations, and then she goes back to Harold's and finds the diary at the very end. So it's like, what's
Oh,
that?
dude.
What's that doing there?
And that they ended on that shot too. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, the next episode is called Laura's Secret Diary.
Oh my word.
But
Let me scroll up on the Wikipedia page before I see a spoiler.
I know, yeah, yeah. So that was like my favorite part of the episode. What do you think about Jacques' older brother getting involved? This new guy named Gene. He's trying to lure Cooper to One-Eyed Jacks with Audrey, who's all drugged up from Blackie. Like Audrey's like in trouble. It doesn't seem like she is because it's such a quick scene, but
Yeah.
she's in
She's
like
drugged
serious
up.
danger
Yeah.
too, just like Donna,
Yeah.
you know?
She really was in over her head here. But at the same time, like, I don't know. She's in over her head, but at the same time, I'm like, you play with fire, this is what happens. Like you had to know. You're walking into a brothel, bro. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
should know better. But what I thought was funny was I think it was either this episode, I think it was this episode, could have been the one before, but I think it was this episode when Donna's dad basically tells Cooper to he's like, kiss my ass, basically.
Mhm.
Because Cooper shows up like wanting his cooperation. He's just like, I know you got a crush on my daughter, guy. Get out of my face. She pulls this shit all the time. And, and he's like, Cooper's a little bit of a fuckboy here because Cooper was like, if I have done anything to upset, I'm like, bro, okay, you're laying it on a little thick, Agent Cooper. But I think it's funny because Audrey's dad was so dismissive, and now with Audrey being kidnapped and the other guy, Jacques' older brother, is trying to get his hands on Cooper. I feel like now Audrey's dad's gonna come crawling back to Agent Cooper, and be like, ah, just kidding, I need your help. You know what I mean?
It's a good subplot. It's just, but it just takes us like, ultimately, it takes us further away from Bob, and it's just like the town bullshit they have to deal with is it's annoying, but it's fun, you know. It's just like, of course, Jacques has an older brother. He's gonna come into town and try to like get revenge for what happened to Jacques.
A lot of times, a lot of times shows will do things like this where you think you're being pulled away, but then when you're being pulled away, there's some kind of little twist that connects back to the main thing. So I
Mhm.
hope that's what's coming here. Um, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm ready to watch Audrey's dad just eat shit, dude. That's the next guy. I wanted Leo to die. He's not dead, but at least he's in a coma. At least he got shot in the arm. You know, I'm happy that he's in pain.
Yeah.
Bobby, I still want to die, but I'm starting to want Audrey's dad to die because this dude is a real slimy piece of shit.
Yeah, he's no good. He and his brother, they suck. Like they're just two really bad guys that
His brother sucks too, but at least his brother is kind of like a comic relief. You know what I mean?
he's funny, yeah, he'll just like dance and just say like the most outlandish stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one last thing I wanted to talk about for me was there's also the little subplot with Lucy, the assistant at the sheriff's office. I think the guy's name was Harold, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
He's back in town, and apparently they have a thing. This could be the guy who, got her pregnant or whatever. What do you think about? I hate the guy. Like he sucks, you know. He's nowhere near as cool as Andy.
Yeah, that's one subplot where I'm like, what the hell is
It's
this
the
doing in
weirdest
this
one to me.
episode? Because also like I kind of wanted Lucy and Andy to, I liked the purity of that. Even when they were fighting, it was like, oh, well, puppy love or something, whatever. But now it's like, oh, well, you were kind of cheating on Andy, it seems like, and this guy doesn't want to take responsibility for, getting you pregnant. It's kind of like it's approaching parody, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, yeah. And then Ed's wife is just like,
That's
dude,
parody. It's just
that
at
was
parody.
parody whenever they're singing the song and she's I was like, okay, get back. Come on. Come on, Lynch. Come on. That was crazy.
Lynch is like, you can't control me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I want.
It's funny because he starts singing. It's kind of heartfelt, and you're like, "Oh, this is kind of cute."
Yeah, no, it's kind of sweet. It's a sweet scene, but it's like dumb. If it's any other show, you're turning it off. You're like, what is this, you know?
And then she wakes up and she thinks she's in high school or some shit. She's like back in senior year of high school or something. And Ed's just looking at her like,
Don't you
"So
feel like
funny,
you're in
dude."
good hands though, even with all the absurdness? You're like, this is gonna make sense. Like this is
No,
fine.
dude, there's not a flaw in the show. There's not a
No,
single goddamn flaw. Like I'm here for
no.
all of
Yeah, and even when I say to my negatives about season two, I still love it. Like I'm not,
it.
I'm just eager to get to the movie in season three. But I enjoy the ride. It's not like I hate it. You know, it's just there's a lot that goes on, and I'm constantly thinking like, okay, we're almost to the movie, and then the return. It's my favorite. Season three is my favorite thing. So getting to that is going to be even more fun.
To paraphrase Third Day, who were themselves paraphrasing the Psalms, sometimes you got to go through the valley to get to the mountain of God. And right now we're just going through the valley, and it's a good
It's a
valley.
nice valley. Yeah, it's a good valley. Yeah, yeah. It's fun. Like there's a lot going on. It's never going to be boring. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about? We kind of hit everything, I think, for the most part, like all the hot spots.
For the most part, but there's something I keep forgetting to bring up. I haven't brought this up since the beginning of season one. Dude, who the hell is Diane? Is she ever showing up? Is she just like gone forever? Like she's
I
not
don't
supposed
know.
to be a part of this?
I don't know.
It's kind of like he's always talking to Diane. I'm just like, in my like perfect world, the Diane he's talking to would be Diane from Cheers, who is like the lead for the first several seasons. She's like the lead love interest to Sam Malone to Ted Danson. So that's my headcanon for now.
Yeah, that's a question that many people had when they first watched it. They were like, "Who is?" But now it's iconic, like an iconic character.
Hmm.
Him talking to Diane. People, it's so like, um, one of the most memorable things about Cooper.
Dude, I'm gonna start talking to Diane. I'm just gonna start doing voice memos on my phone. Diane, eating a lot of vegan food.
It's kind of funny. It gets like super serious. It's a really good way. Like it's such a smart device to learn more about the character and who Cooper is, and you also get exposition, but it never feels like, he's explaining to us what's going on because you're like, oh, you're just telling Diane. Like Diane's obviously very important.
Yeah, versus like most shows commit that cardinal, even movies sometimes commit that
For
cardinal
sure.
sin. Like
Yeah.
like the worst example is like Madam Web. You know that quote where she's
I didn't even
like,
see it. Yeah, I didn't even see it.
well, it's even from the trailer. It became like a meme online where she was like, when my mom was living in Argentina in the 1990s to study spiders in the forest of the Amazon. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah, no, no. Yeah, you learn a lot through the character. He's very smart, smart device. Like it's really, really cool way to do that. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a great episode. I can't remember a lot of it, so I'm even excited to see how season two kind of wraps up. I'm sure you feel the same way. I know you're just as eager to get through the whole thing too.
Yeah, so on that note, do you got time to watch episode 4, season 2 tonight?
I think I can watch it. I don't know if I can record it though. It's because it'll be kind of late when I watch it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to see a movie?
Yeah, I think we might watch. Well, we might watch something here,
Mm,
and then I got to record a TikTok thing for later, and then tomorrow I'll tell the viewers why not. I'm going to my parents' house tomorrow, and then I'll come back Monday.
nice.
So we can record that maybe Monday night or Tuesday at the latest, which is weird. It's not that in that many days, but we've been doing it like almost daily.
Yeah, so today's Saturday, so you probably can't record till Monday.
Yeah, like Monday evening probably. Yeah.
Okay. I may just wait then, because if I wait, I'll forget, a lot of the
I know.
details.
Yeah, yeah. I'll wait too. Then I'll just wait. Then we'll record Monday or Tuesday at the latest.
Swag.
Sweet. Yeah. Loved it. Great episode. Where can everyone find you?
Mm, Find me at the local saloon in your small town. Um, my social media is JKHBENNETT. I am on Letterboxd, LinkedIn, and TikTok.
And then I'm Tyler Tompkins at TikTok, Letterboxd, and Twitter. We'll be back soon with season two, episode four recap.